For over 1500 years, a game of strategy, intellect, and imagination has captivated minds across the globe. From the bustling streets of ancient India to the grand tournaments of the 21st century, chess has transcended cultures and generations. It has evolved from a war simulation to a beloved pastime enjoyed by millions worldwide. This is the story of chess, a game as old as time itself. Chess has a rich and fascinating history. Its origins can be traced back to ancient India, where it was played with pieces that represented different military units. Over the centuries, chess spread throughout the world, evolving and adapting to different cultures. Today, chess is one of the most popular games in the world, played by people of all ages and backgrounds. The game's enduring appeal lies in its unique combination of simple rules and infinite possibilities. With only 64 squares and 32 pieces, chess offers endless opportunities for strategic thinking, tactical brilliance, and creative problem-solving. From the first move to the final checkmate, every game is a journey of intellectual exploration and discovery. This essay will trace the epic journey of chess from its humble beginnings in ancient India to its status as a global phenomenon. We will explore the game's fascinating evolution, highlighting the key figures, cultural influences, and pivotal moments that have shaped chess into the game we know and love today. Our journey begins in the heart of ancient India, where a game of war and strategy emerged during the Gupta Empire. Known as Chaturanga, meaning four divisions in Sanskrit, this early ancestor of chess reflected the military structure of the time. Chaturanga was played on an 8x8 board, much like modern chess. The four divisions of the Chaturanga army were represented by pieces: the infantry or pawns, the cavalry or knights, the chariots or rooks, and the elephants or bishops. Each piece had its own unique movement pattern, mirroring its role on the ancient battlefield. The king, a central figure in this war game, was called the Raja. The objective was to capture the opponent's king, simulating the conquest of an enemy kingdom. Chaturanga was more than just a game. It was a reflection of Indian military strategy and a training ground for young minds. The game's emphasis on strategic thinking, tactical maneuvering, and the ability to anticipate an opponent's moves made it an invaluable tool for aspiring warriors and rulers alike. From its birthplace in India, Chaturanga began its journey across the globe, carried by merchants, travelers, and conquerors. As the game spread, it encountered new cultures and underwent transformations, adapting to the tastes and traditions of its adopters. This cultural exchange would shape the future of chess, leading to the development of new rules, strategies, and variations that continue to fascinate players today. As Chaturanga traveled westward, it reached the Sasanian Empire in Persia, where it underwent a significant transformation. The Persians, known for their love of strategy and intellectual pursuits, embraced the game and made it their own. They called it Shatranj, a name derived from the Sanskrit Chaturanga. While the basic structure of the game remained similar, the Persians introduced several key changes that distinguished Shatranj from its Indian predecessor. The most notable difference was the pace of the game. Shatranj was a slower, more contemplative game than Chaturanga. The Persians valued strategic depth and careful planning over quick attacks and aggressive maneuvers. The movement of some pieces also differed in Shatranj. For example, the queen piece in Shatranj, called the Fers, had limited movement, reflecting the social constraints placed on women in Persian society. The bishop, known as the Pil, had a diagonal movement restricted to just 2 squares. These subtle changes significantly altered the game's dynamics, leading to new strategic possibilities and a distinct playing style. Shatranj flourished in Persia, becoming a favorite pastime of nobles and scholars. The game was celebrated in literature, poetry, and art, reflecting its esteemed status in Persian society. Persian masters developed intricate strategies and composed elaborate chess problems, showcasing the game's intellectual depth. The stage was set for Shatranj to embark on the next leg of its journey, eventually reaching the shores of Europe and forever changing the course of chess history. Section 4. The Arabic influence, new names, new strategies. The rise of the Islamic Golden Age in the 7th century AD marked another turning point in the history of chess. As the Islamic Empire expanded, encompassing Persia and parts of North Africa, Europe, and Asia, Shatranj spread throughout the region. quickly becoming a beloved pastime among Arabs. The Arabs embraced Shatranj with enthusiasm, studying its intricacies and developing new strategies and tactics. Arabic scholars played a crucial role in preserving and transmitting the knowledge of chess. They translated ancient Persian texts on chess strategy, ensuring that the wisdom of earlier masters was not lost. The Arabs also developed their own unique terminology for chess, many of which are still used today. Words like checkmate, derived from the Persian phrase shahmat, the king is dead, and rook, from the Persian ruh, chariot, entered the chess lexicon through Arabic. Beyond language, the Arabs made significant contributions to chess strategy. They developed sophisticated opening systems and endgame techniques, pushing the boundaries of chess knowledge. Arabic chess masters were renowned for their strategic depth and tactical ingenuity. They composed elegant chess problems and analyzed complex positions, leaving behind a legacy of chess wisdom that continues to inspire players today. The Arabic world's passion for chess ensured its survival and growth during the Middle Ages. From Baghdad to Cordoba, chess thrived in palaces and coffee houses, becoming an integral part of Islamic intellectual culture. It was from these cultural hubs that chess would eventually make its way to Europe, poised to captivate a new continent and undergo further transformations. Section 5. Chess arrives in Europe, a game transformed. Chess arrived in Europe through various routes: trade with the Islamic world, the Crusades, and the Moorish conquest of Spain. By the 10th century, chess had gained a foothold in Europe, spreading from Spain and Italy to other parts of the continent. However, European society, steeped in its own traditions and values, would not simply adopt Shatranj wholesale. Instead, chess underwent a series of transformations reflecting the unique cultural landscape of medieval Europe. One of the most significant changes was the Church's initial resistance to chess. Viewed as a frivolous pastime associated with gambling and excessive indulgence, chess faced bans and condemnation from religious authorities. However, the game's intellectual appeal proved too strong to suppress. Over time, chess shed its negative connotations and gained acceptance among the clergy and nobility. As chess gained popularity in Europe, its rules and aesthetics continued to evolve. European players, eager to inject more excitement into the game, experimented with piece movements, making them faster and more dynamic. The queen, once a weak piece with limited movement, underwent a dramatic transformation, becoming the most powerful piece on the board. This change reflected the evolving status of women in European society, particularly the influence of powerful queens like Eleanor of Aquitaine. These modifications resulted in a faster, more tactical game that differed significantly from the slower, more contemplative Shatranj. European chess treatises began to emerge, documenting new strategies and exploring the game's growing complexities. Chess was no longer just a pastime. It was becoming an art form, a battleground for intellectual prowess. Section 6. The standardization of modern chess, a game for the ages. By the 15th century, chess in Europe had undergone a period of significant evolution. However, variations in rules and piece movements from region to region created confusion and hindered the development of a unified chess culture. This lack of standardization meant that players from different areas often struggled to compete on a level playing field. The need for a universal set of rules became increasingly apparent. The standardization of modern chess rules began in Italy and Spain during the late 15th and early 16th centuries. These new rules, which included the queen's enhanced movement and the pawn's ability to advance 2 squares on its initial move, gained widespread acceptance. They laid the foundation for the game we know today as modern chess. The invention of the printing press in the 15th century played a crucial role in disseminating these standardized rules and popularizing chess across Europe. Chess treatises, once rare and expensive manuscripts, became more widely available, allowing players from all walks of life to study the game and improve their skills. With standardized rules in place, chess entered a new era. The focus shifted from regional variations to the development of universal strategies and principles. Chess masters like Rui Lopez de Segura and Gioacchino Greco emerged, publishing influential works on chess theory and leaving their mark on the game's evolution. Chess was no longer merely a game of chance or regional custom, it had become a game of skill, strategy, and intellect.